The following contest is scheduled. And the opponent, from parts unknown, Tank.
Welcome to Raw, coming to you from the land of the Razorbacks, Little Rock, Arkansas. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
Little Rock can't wait to see the Raw Superstars. This show's been sold out for weeks.
These Little Rock fans know that Raw never disappoints, and tonight is no exception. I can't wait to get started. And it's been reversed.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand, not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man. And I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. You never get into the ring without doing your homework.
That would be a recipe.
Oh boy, here it comes! I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match.
And now a pin! This could be it! 2.
Was that 3? No? Come on! Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy?
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this. I think I know who's going to win this match, but I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious because I know that's unlucky. These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed.
Oh, man. I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
What a counter! So long, ref. Sweet dreams.
It's going to be a while before the referee gets up from that.
I'm looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe
this could be a pinfall.
Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last.
I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's the match. There's only a few things you have to avoid doing in a match, and having your shoulders touch the mat for 3 seconds is one of them.
And you know better than anyone how difficult that can be, King.
Absolutely, JR. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you just can't kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raw has come home for one of the biggest events of the year, live in the heart of New York City.
They don't come any bigger than the Big Apple, JR, and they don't get any better than the superstars of Raw.
They sure don't, King. New Yorkers don't impress easily, but there's no doubt in my mind that the Raw superstars are more than up to the task.
No matter who wins this one, everyone's going to feel the effects of this match tomorrow.
No doubt about it, King, but
that submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King, and even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say. The referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
Oh boy, here it comes!
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you.
One.
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up.
There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
One. Two.
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you? You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and John Cena.
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
And here's the pin.
1, 2.
There's no way that was going to be a 3 count.
You can look at it. Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. These superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make...
And there's the cover.
1, 2.
Is that? No, only 2.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on SmackDown. JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King. What a reversal.
Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last long, King.
That's for sure. I haven't seen the superstar yet who goes down without a fight.
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2.
That wasn't even close to 3. Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to...
This could finish the match right here. That's all she wrote, JR. It's over.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Canada, Evan. And the opponent, from Canada, Hot Stuff.
Good evening and welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the site of tonight's live Raw event.
And Pittsburgh has gone completely crazy for the superstars of Raw. And who can blame them?
Not me, King. The Steel City's in for a treat tonight, and I can't wait to get started. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we can get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on SmackDown. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight.
This is a risky move. It could prove...
Oh, boy! Here it comes!
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
What these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'll have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night.
Oh boy, this looks like an finishing move. I get chills every time I see it. It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure. And here's the pin.
1, 2.
There's the kick out. No surprise there.
Superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition.
Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. Great strategy. Pick a body part and keep working on it.
And we're certainly seeing the result.
This isn't going to be pretty. Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way. We could see a finishing move right here. Looks like someone's heading for the high. This could finish the match right here. I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King, but I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week.
1.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly,
There's the reversal.
these top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
Oh my gosh, this could be the finisher.
Oh man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
We could have a pinfall here,
1,
JR.
2, 3.
I think these supers... Oh my gosh, it's over, JR. Well,
Here's your
there's
winner.
no question who won that one, JR.
Evan.
Not at all, King. The referee counted a pin, and that's all she wrote.
I'm sure not everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's what rematches are for.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Louisville, Kentucky, Jennifer. And the opponent, from New York, the Miss.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raw, coming to you live from Seattle, Washington.
I don't care how rainy it gets, JR. Nothing's going to dampen the spirits of these Seattle fans.
You're right about that, King, especially not when we've got such a great show ahead of us. A textbook reversal there.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that...
What a counter! Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like. We're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. Oh boy, here it comes! There's the pin!
1, 2.
I think he was a split second away from a 3 count.
Yes, that was an incredible move! What strategy!
Strategy my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple. Boy, what a match. Oh no, the referee's been knocked out. This can't be good.